Hey, my young scholars. So today we're going to do a little notation. So go ahead and get some pencils and some paper, and we're going to work out our ears today, okay? These are steps to help us toward playing and knowing and listening to music by ear. And it's going to help you even figure out your favorite songs on the radio, um, and just your favorite songs in the world in general. And you can actually figure them out once you get good at listening and playing and singing by ear. You can learn your own favorite tunes, all right, and know how to play them on your instruments or even sing them, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. And meet me over here by the board. All right, so if you haven't done so already, go ahead and draw your staff, 5 lines, okay? Now, with this one, you may need to draw a few different sets of lines and spaces, so go ahead and draw a few different staffs, all right? I have one right here, but we can even draw another one, right above it if you'd like. And of course, you can pause at any time to draw extra staffs, okay? So, today we're going to look at these spaces, all right? And of course, from previous videos, the spaces from bottom to top are F, A, C, and E. Now, if you do not need to write that down, don't write it down. Challenge yourself, okay? If you do not need it, don't write it down. Challenge yourself. And this is what's going to happen. I'm going to play, for each example, I'm going to play one of these 4 notes, okay? But they're going to be in different orders, okay? I could start with F, but I could end up with E next, then A, then C, something like that. Okay, so they're going to be in a different order, all right? You're going to have to figure out that order. So you're going to have to figure out what order did I play those notes in. For example, this is this is F, this is A, this is C, and this is E. Again, this is F, A, C, E. So if I said, okay, this is your first example, and I say, draw what order these are in. I'll do it once more. Now, if you were really listening, I played one of those notes twice, okay? And this is what you should have had. You should have drawn that, boom, which was an F, boom, which is an A. I was going in order right here, boom, C, boom, but I went back down to A. I went back down to A on that last one. I didn't go up to that E. I didn't do that one. I dropped right back down to that note, okay? All right? You may get something like that, but for most of them, I'm going to make sure I play all 4 notes. So you're going to have to realize the order of it, okay? If you're having trouble drawing the quarter notes fast enough, okay, you can simply do this. You could have did this. 1, 2, 3, 4. You could have did that and showed me what number order I played them in by drawing it in the space, okay? So remember, I'm going to play these in a different order, okay? And you're going to have to figure out what order I played them in, all right? Again, they were working out our ears today. Okay, so let's get started. Again, this is F, this is A, C, E. Make sure you get that in your head, get that in your ear. F, A, C, E. All right, this will be your first one, okay? So hopefully you have a small staff drawn already, a blank one. If not, pause it and go ahead and draw this so we can go on. Make sure you don't draw it too big because we're gonna have a few of these and you're just gonna have to draw another set of staffs. We're gonna get a little practice drawing our 5 lines on our staff too, okay? So you don't have to draw them so big. We're only doing 4 notes at a time, okay? This is the first one. I'll do it again. As you can hear, the last 2 notes was a bit different. I went pretty high on that last one. I'm sorry, I went pretty high on the third one, then I dropped back down a step. All right, so what did you draw? If you need a little bit more time to actually write these, pause the video and try to figure it out. I'll play it once more. As you can hear, I didn't repeat any notes, okay? I played all 4 of those notes on top, but I played them in a different order. So what did I do? That first one sounded like F, and it was A. I was kind of going in order right there on the first 2 notes. But then I did, which was what? E. Then I went back down. You know I already have the first 2 notes, so you could only guess. My last one I played was C. Oops, excuse me. Once again, look at the notes that I drew and listen to this. So you should have written 1, 2, 3, 4 if you were drawing in the numbers, okay? That's the order I played it in, all right? Hope you did okay with that one. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. All right, once again, this is F. Excuse me, this is F. This is A. This is C. And this is E. With F being the lowest note, E being the highest note, okay? Once again, F is the lowest note you will hear today. E is the highest note you will hear today. All right? Okay, this is number 2. So if you need to draw another set of lines, go ahead and pause it and do it quickly. 5 lines. Let's try to pick up our speed in drawing these lines as well, y'all. Okay. So this is the second one. New set. As you're drawing these, think of the direction the note is in. Once again, think of the direction of the note I'm playing it in. Did I go really high? Did I go just a little high? Did I drop down really low? Did it sound like I went up, 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 down? Did I go down first and then went up? Think of the direction of the notes I'm playing it in. Once again, this is number 2. Those last 2 notes sound like they kept going down. Okay. That should have given you a little bit of a hint there. I'll do it again. I'll give it to you one more time. And if I'm going too fast, feel free to pause so you can try to write down your answer, and then we're going to pick it back up again, okay? Pause and write your answer if you need to, if I'm going too fast, all right? Because I really do want you to figure it out, okay? I'll do it once more. That's the first one. That's the second one. That's the third one. And that's the fourth one. Again, this is the first one. Second one. Third one. And fourth one. So what order did I play these in? I started off with the lowest one, which was F. The second one, I went up pretty high, didn't I? If you guess it was this highest one, which was E, you're right. So should have wrote number 2 right there. I only dropped down to the C after that. And I went down to the A after that. Even when it was going down, you should have realized that since I'm playing all of the notes, I couldn't have possibly dropped all the way down back to the F, to the first one. I only went down some, but then I went down again. Okay? So if you were looking and thinking and listening to the direction of it, you would have heard a big jump, then went down some more. Okay? Then went up, then went down some more. So F-E-C-A, yeah. And if you would have drew your quarter notes, it would have looked like this, F. And since that's the second one, you would have actually drawn it in order like this, E, then C, and A. Because when you're drawing notes, remember you go from left to right as if you were writing, all right? You're going from left to right. So don't go all the way on this side just to draw the E. Keep it in order, okay? E was second, so that's the next thing you're going to draw next to the F. F, E, C, A, okay? Just like you're writing, going from left to right, okay? Left to right. That's how you will be drawing it. All right, let's try one more. Hopefully you're doing okay on these. Let's try one more. Okay. This time I'm not going to start with the F. So I'm going to give you a little hint. I'm not going to start with the F this time. So make sure you listen up. Again, this is F. This is A. This is C. And this is E. Okay? And now we're beginning. I'll do it again. I'll do it once more, or a couple more times. This is the first one. The second one. That was a big drop. Hope you recognize that. Third one, going up a little bit. And the last one, went back up a little bit. I'll do it one more time. First one. Second one. Third one. And fourth one. Okay, so what did you do? The first one was pretty high. It sounded like the highest note, right? That means the first one should have been your E. So that should have been number 1. The second one dropped really low. Okay? And what's the lowest note we have? F. It didn't sound like it was close to the E, so it couldn't have been C. Really didn't sound like it was close to the E with A either. But it sounded like it was much further. F is your second one. Then what did I do? I started to go back up. You know, thirds at a time. What's next? A. And the last one, C. That's the order I played it in. E. Then drop down to F. A. Up to C. Okay? Which means if you would have drew it as a quarter notes on here, it'll be like this. E first. Then I drop down to F. Up to A. Then to C. Okay? I just started on E and just went in order, going from the top, going backwards, and going back up in order. Okay? So, hopefully you did okay with these. And if not, feel free to rewind and get a little bit more practice in. Or even challenge yourself. There are apps out there, piano apps, music apps, that you can play these notes on. And you can get them in your head on what it sounds like. F sounds like this. A sound like this. C sound like this. E sound like this. Okay? And the more you do it and the more you practice it, the easier it'll be. And the quicker you'll memorize these notes, okay? So hope you enjoyed and have fun getting some music ear training in today. And I'll see you soon, hopefully. Goodbye.